Call the meeting of the Newbury Historical Commission to order September 18th, 2025 at 7:09. All rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Where is it?
Behind it.
Just keep moving.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I need golf shoes.
Okay,
Eva
everybody.
could not be here, so she is obviously missing.
Okay, everybody turn to their minutes of August meeting. Anybody see any errors or omissions?
Nope.
Rich?
Nope.
Okay, entertain a motion to accept the minutes of August 14th as written.
I move that we accept the minutes of the August 14th meeting as written.
Second,
I'll second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Done. Okay, Lon, treasurer's report.
I'm just going to pass them. I've got a couple of this, so I'll do it this way. Oop, an extra. Well, it's going to look very familiar because I didn't get any updates. I went to look for them this morning, and there weren't any. I hadn't received anything yet. So this is still as of July 31st. We haven't done anything, but
Right.
just the idea that.
I haven't gotten,
I haven't gotten
I haven't seen any
updates.
emails from the town accountant.
Yeah, me either. And one time when I tried to get there, I got a reply back that they weren't at their desk, so,
Gotcha.
yeah, because I thought there were two of them, right, the accountant and the assistant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anyway, so I never heard back. So nothing's changed as far as I know, so nothing should have changed. And yeah, so it's basically the same as it was before.
Okay.
I'll just let it go with that, and there's money waiting to be deposited in the, I think it's about $55, plus maybe another 10 in ones.
Sweet.
All right, on the same subject, has anybody heard if there's gonna be a fall town meeting?
There is not going to be a fall town
No
meeting.
fall town meeting.
Really?
Yes, I had a lovely chat with Tracy this month.
Okay.
So we're just gonna have to spearhead the
We
spring.
haven't had one in like 5 years, so,
Really?
yeah.
I
Okay.
swear.
I swear we've had them too.
Yeah.
I
The-
remember going to them, but I think to find out, it's right on the town website.
So we need to remember that they start pulling the information for the spring town meeting in like November.
I know.
So to get on the warrant with our request.
Special funds.
We'll have to do it soon.
So you're gonna do the research on the process
I'll do that, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
ahead of time.
ahead of time. I'll wait
means
till
in
December.
October.
Because
Yeah,
what they do is,
yeah, exactly.
yeah, so,
Okay.
so after you put your Halloween outfit away. All right, good, thank you for the treasurer's report. Lower green,
Move to
oh,
accept.
I always
Oh,
forget.
yeah, got it.
Yeah, motion to accept the treasurer's report as given.
I move that we accept the treasurer's report as given.
Second,
Jan, oh, yes, I had second.
Jan on the second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next,
Oh, maybe I should have had a drink.
Lord Green, Lord Historic District Study Committee. Robin's been out of country, and so we haven't met, but he and I talked about 2 days ago, and we hadn't heard anything yet from the state, from
Mass.
Mass Historical, so. Because we
Right.
lost our person, remember,
Yeah,
that was our
I was
thing,
gonna say.
so I don't know who's got it now, but
Michael.
we don't have it back yet.
Yeah.
So
thought
he's gonna,
Michael's
he
had
he
it.
said he's gonna be doing some checking to see now that he's back.
Yeah, I'd send some emails in there because who knows what's going on.
Yeah, well, we can't really hold our public meeting, we gotta hold a public meeting, plus we're gonna hold one, three public meetings before that to answer questions and things, and then we'll do the final official one, wherever, town hall or someplace like that, for everybody, we'll invite everybody to it.
I thought you told me you had gotten comments back, but you haven't reviewed them as a group.
No? No, we haven't gotten anything back from Mass Historical. That was the first thing Robin
Is that
asked me,
the
and I said, I'm not on the email to get that, so I wouldn't know.
We asked her that because I told her that. You said, last month, you said the first draft was sent, a reply was received, but 2 members are on vacation and no meeting's been held.
No,
Okay.
I don't, no, because that was the first thing, you sure I said that?
Well, you're the only one,
No, I don't, yeah.
except for the one out,
I haven't seen anything, so.
That's what you
And
said in
Robin
the
says
meeting,
she
but
hasn't either.
maybe I misunderstood
Yeah.
what you said.
Yeah, no, we haven't heard,
Told you that
we
camera's not
haven't
good.
heard a squeak from them yet, so.
But that's why he said it, because I saw him at the moon function.
Oh, okay, I see, and then you asked him if we'd gotten it back yet, okay.
So on that subject, interesting factoid, antique shop customer was in, he's from a historic district in Arizona, and the historic district members get a reduced tax rate in Arizona.
Ooh.
A big incentive, he says.
They would
Wow.
never do that here.
Yeah.
Big incentive to.
I could see where it would be.
people. Yeah,
Yeah.
so people are signing up left and right to expand the historic district.
Wow, that's interesting. Wonder if we get it here, that's something to check into. I'd love to be able to say that when we're presenting.
Yeah.
Well, right, that's,
That
yeah,
would change a lot of minds.
I bet.
Yeah, yeah, a lot more hands would go up if
Yeah.
they want to be in it, right?
And then more people would be complaining because they aren't
They're
in one.
special.
They
Yeah.
aren't in one,
Yeah,
right?
And then you give them the simple rules of how to do it.
exactly.
Yeah,
Would
there
you like to
go.
set up your
A year and a
own?
half and you're in.
Love it.
No, we haven't heard a thing that I know of. Well, we couldn't have, because what did Robin say when you saw him? I
He
just saw him
said
2
he
days
hasn't
ago.
seen anything, and he
Yeah.
asked me if I knew anything, and I said, you told us at the meeting that somebody got stuff back, but nobody could see it because people were out on vacations and hadn't had a meeting yet. So, okay,
Okay. I
I don't know where I,
I probably had too
I
much
must
to
have
drink before the
inferred
meeting.
something from what you said, I guess. Maybe we should correct it.
Well, I should have caught that in the notes. Were they in the notes that way?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
So
on
that's
to-
all I have.
Website report.
Everything's pretty much the same at the moment. I got some updates from John in IT. Says I have good news. We're getting very close to deployment of the new website. Once that's complete, I'll be able to ingest the content of the website you're paying for into our new town website. We'll be able to apply proper ADA coverage to the town's compliance tool suite at no extra cost or challenge. It'll also become I'll also become the go-to person for helping add gallery pages, historical pages, whatever the commission would like. This would ensure that you don't have to run into another challenge of supporting or passing the website management between members. Finally, anyone on the committee will like to access or update, he'll be able to, I'm sure nobody will want to do this, but if you wanted to do it, you'll be able to do it. So it'll be much more interfacial.
We should, yeah, so that was my first question. We still need to have dual access.
Right, well, he's got access to it
He's
completely.
out on sick leave.
But exactly, it
Something.
gives it more ability to that. And then when I was picking up the camera, or dropping off the camera, I forget one of the times, I asked him about transferring all the stuff that we have, like the tapes. And he's got, I guess, one system there that maybe can do the VHS. I don't know about the audio tapes,
The
we'll probably
audio
have to send
cassettes,
those
yeah.
out.
Yeah,
But he definitely has something in-house that we can at least transfer what we have onto digital, which I think would be awesome. One, because it would be a money-saving situation, we wouldn't have to worry about it, but,
if they're
If we-
digital, you could upload them,
well, that's my
or
point,
upload
yeah.
links to them or whatever.
Or
you know.
whatever,
Yeah.
just having them digital, I think is just a smart idea. So that was one thing I said, all right, well, I'll figure out like how many there are and kind of figure out what the process is, how long to do it. But I was very excited about that because, you know, I get a little nervous just like sending a box out to the world and then like never getting them back.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, we'll see about that. But so that'll be our
Definitely irreplaceable.
fall thing.
They're
And-
starting to show that, the commercials now for those things to get ready for the holidays.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't think of the name of the place.
There's one that's really big, I
It's
forget, it's
big,
like
that's
something
out there all
box.
the time, yeah, so. But yeah, that kind of will work into we were at the library deal.
Yes, exactly, if we wanna jump onto that, I mean, I don't know when they're gonna move that drawer, should we start talking about that, cause that's kind of later down in our little list here, but, we went to the library, kind of went through the drawers,
Yeah,
and so we have like one big filing cabinet full of stuff, which eventually is supposed to get moved into our room, which I asked the librarians or the guys that were sitting at the counter to lock, since it's wide open and nobody's paying attention to it. But they didn't, so at least they locked the cabinets, which I think you can just kind of pull open.
No.
They can't be just pulled open?
Ours?
The tall ones? No, the
Oh,
tall
the
ones.
tall ones, well,
Yeah, I don't think that those are the most secure cabinets. They're very pretty, but that's just me. I think they could just be pulled open with a little effort.
well, we know there's already stuff been stolen out of there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we gotta talk to the,
because they had a sign-out sheet, and the person who signed it out was, it's never been seen again.
Yeah, not shocked.
So,
so what, no discussion about where and when to move the cabinet?
They said they
or-
don't know when it's gonna happen. We kind of all agreed on the location. So like when you walk into that room, there's 2 desks right there, and then there's a window, and that window has a really high, like,
Yeah.
wall underneath it.
Yeah,
They can
yeah.
tuck it right under there versus the other windows in the room are really low and you'd be blocking it.
So
So-
basically, we took the 2 cabinets and consolidated them into one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So they could take one and get rid of it or use it somewhere else.
yeah,
Did we resolve the key situation?
yep.
Yep.
yes.
Did you
Okay.
get new keys made?
I haven't got the new key yet. The key is still in my car.
Yeah.
That's okay, because I still have 2 sets, and
Yep.
Yeah, we're just
Nancy,
making
I
backups.
met Nancy the other day for coffee, and she went, I don't think I ever gave you those keys back. So if she finds them, we'll have a 3rd set, so it's
More is
like,
better than none.
you know, so we're okay right at the moment.
So one edit.
Oh, you found one?
That's right. Well, we haven't had a meeting.
No, we've had a meeting
No,
that
no, I
said
mean-
that this was good, that's
yeah.
what she's saying.
Yeah,
Okay. Everybody okay with the change to no reply?
no reply.
Yes.
Hello.
And we haven't held a meeting because
Nobody's
people
around.
miss it.
Yeah.
So it was just the no miss it.
But there was one particular binder in that file cabinet that I thought was very impressive. There were handwritten notes of discharge from the Continental Army in 1776.
Those we should have protected.
Yeah. And
just kind of
they're just in like sleeve protectors in a ring binder.
Huh.
And I
Which is
think
better than
that
they
stuff
were
is-
before.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
suppose,
those
but-
should one be digitalized
Thank
for
you. Yeah.
sure, but then just, I think, better properly protected so they're not,
But they put the genealogy computer in there, did you already say that?
yeah,
Okay, so they can't, they haven't been locking the door. Because they
To the
have
room.
people going in and out of there to do it, they'd have to keep
Why?
going in and out. don't
Why does it have to be in there?
Well, because I guess they didn't have any other place.
I mean, it's a giant,
Yeah, they
there's a
could
giant
attach
space,
it.
you'd think that they would find a corner that
Right.
you could use that.
Well, maybe if they get the cabinets out of there, they can work something out there.
Yeah.
But she was gonna talk to Alex about
All right, we'll keep this
the
on the,
safety information.
keep this on the
So,
agenda until we get this squared away.
Yeah,
What
so,
was signed out? The book?
I think there were maps
No,
or
it's
something,
maps.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was an
old maps.
irreplaceable
It
map
was-
that
it
walked
was-
out the door,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
No big
it-
deal.
it's, and
Yeah.
these book thieves.
Yeah, the books are
very-
expensive.
Books are worth a lot of money now. We sell a lot of them in the store. Books are worth thousands of dollars. and the book guys know where they are,
Yeah.
and they are good at it. So we need to, I don't like the fact that that room's unlocked.
I didn't either. I said, what do you mean it's not locked anymore?
And if people have to be in there, then move the computer out of there and move our cabinet in there, and it needs to be locked. So.
So we need to.
Push
Oh,
that
I
harder.
can follow up with, she was very pleasant.
Yeah.
We met the new librarian. She was so happy we were there already and all of that. But she was gonna check with Alex Burke and tell him that we're not happy with the place wasn't locked up anymore because things have been stolen out of there, so.
Yep.
And we know it, it's not an assumption.
Yeah, well, it's not back. Makes
So-
sense. Can't find it.
If it
but
was
it's not
there,
back.
it's completely left the building somehow, because it's not in that room anymore.
I vividly remember, like 10 years ago, stuff got stolen out of there, so.
Because Eva
And that's what
is
we
the
know
one who
about.
actually,
Recognize that it was gone?
she was looking for the same thing and it's gone. She's like, it was in here, a couple of weeks ago, it was in here, now it's not there.
So
Was it a
that's
map
more
off?
than once then.
I'm not sure exactly.
This was, quite a while back. We had just gotten on the commission.
This is,
That was-
Barbara Rogers found a book missing out of there, so this is more than once it's happened.
Yeah. So, there you go.
Okay, on to correspondence.
Okay, so we have to go a little slower because
Jane's gonna write.
I have to write because I can't wait 3 weeks to get the meeting notes in case I didn't take very good ones. So, 'cause then I'm frantically scrambling to get this done and it's tiring, one might say. In there somewhere. Oh, look at that, at the bottom of the Bible. Okay. I sent an email to James about the fascia boards at the schoolhouse, but I haven't heard back. So, I don't know, usually he's like Johnny on the spot when
Yep.
I ask him to do anything.
What does
so-
it need to be painted?
No, the fascias again, the birds.
Oh, they're starting to build little,
No, they've knocked,
Oh.
it's been like
woodpeckers.
that for a while,
oh,
but
The
oh,
holes in
oh,
it.
the holes. Gotcha.
apparently I'm the only one that walks around the
I
schoolhouse and
don't
looks
look
up at
up
the
maybe
ceilings.
as much as, I look around the bottom
And
I
you're
look at
closer to the
windows.
top than I am. So, we'll see. I hope we could get it done before the winter sets in, because they'll be looking for places to stay.
Do we know if anything fancy's gonna go on next year for the
250th?
whatever, no, for 1776 plus, where are we at, so 300th? I mean, the country, it's the,
Well, I'm sure there's gonna be lots of things
I
going
mean,
on.
do you know if we're doing anything
I,
in Newbury?
not specifically, I would assume
Somebody
so.
sent us an
The
email
250th.
and asked
Because it
that.
might be a good excuse to get the school painted,
Yeah.
because it's unhappy. And it
Yeah.
really needs to be taken down. And then now there's a new thing you can they spray on that's kind of sticky, so that when you put the latex on, it stays. It doesn't crack off and then roll up into a little ball, peel off. Just wondering.
Would the town guys do that for us if we've had to paint the building?
I think they really ought to have a subcontractor do it. I don't think they're set
Yeah.
up to do a big project, especially if they gotta grind it down. And I don't know what the town's policy is it with the whole lead paint, if it makes a difference, or there's anything else for anybody else to chime in. But, yeah, if the stuff peeling, it has to be ground all the way down, sealed correctly, and the whole place should use a fresh coat of paint. And the fact that it's all white makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
But it needs to go out to bid and needs to get on town.
Who do I talk to about that? I mean,
James,
okay.
Yeah, the main town guy, the town.
yep, he's the facilities director.
And mention, we also, still need to have those lilacs cut down.
That- all
never
that takes
happened.
is a
Yeah, I
chainsaw,
thought somebody
that's
said they
easy.
were-
Lon had said he was gonna do it, but
Oh,
we
yeah,
can
I
do
was
it.
just gonna wait till we closed for the year.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
what
not
he,
so,
Oh, all right.
That's
so
fine.
we didn't have big stumps while people were
Yeah.
gathering, especially for the Essex days.
because I'll
What
take
is
it,
that
I'll
actually
take, I'll
called?
take it down to that far off the ground.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
And it'll still come up.
But if you
Yeah.
can't get to it, we can do it, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, before next spring, it needs to,
Yeah,
Hit the
before-
lob.
Well, before winter sets in.
Well, if they're gonna paint, it's gonna have to come down,
Yeah, anyway, so.
okay.
as I believe we've been told
Yeah.
several times.
Only twice.
Okay,
Okay, because the inside's gonna need to be painted too.
Okay, I'll check.
Yeah, that
We
definitely.
get tall enough flat as.
I was thinking that last time I was in there, it needs a
Oh,
coat
well,
of paint in the inside.
Forget, I'm not gonna bring it up, it's out of order.
Well, wait, make a note,
Yeah.
so you won't forget, because I know I do. All right, let's see. Oh, this is my note about, sorry, we have to kicked out of the library for some reason. Why did we get kicked out of the library?
For meetings?
Yeah, but why did we have to use it? I forget. We couldn't use it. We couldn't go last week. I don't know.
Whatever.
But town hall phone systems are now online thing, you know, but I think that might have had something to do with my problem.
Right.
So they changed them on 9/11. Everything was back up to speed on 9/11, but that Monday, I think, is what
Yeah,
messed me all up.
so not everything transferred. I wonder what else didn't transfer.
No, because that's when I post. So
Right.
I post like the Monday, even though we only have to post 48 hours in advance, because I don't want to have to try to remember it another time, so. But everything has changed, so now everything has changed. And the phone systems are all different, and then they say nothing's really changed, but it has.
Okay.
So, just so you'll know, if you had a number, you would just make sure it's still working if you're gonna call somebody.
Good to know. I usually
Yeah.
email people first. but
Yeah, I do have that, yeah. Molly Lindberg sent us an email and asked if we had heard anything about a construction documents being presented for One Little's Lane to us, and I said, well, we haven't seen anything. And I checked with Chrissy at Inspectional Services, and she said she hasn't seen anything either, so, I don't know why she thinks that she
Oh, is
must-
that the big house with the big property, or the old house with the big property?
No, that's the house that was Henry Becker's house, that all that was left of the stairs. And
Oh.
the house in the back that, I believe, like, either, not Spinea, but, Spence Pierce bought it, so that they couldn't take it down.
Okay.
It was when the Ipswich Glass people were building that house on High Road.
Right.
They didn't want anybody to look in their backyard, so they paid $1 million to buy Becker's old house. And then they tore it down.
I wish I had problems like that, just having so much money.
So when you go down Little's Lane, the first thing you see on the left-hand side was like 4 steps in the middle of, like,
Yeah.
it's like, what, if you would never been there before, you're like, what the heck is that for? But that was
Old
the steps to
foundation.
go up into it's to go up into the yard to get into the house, so.
Gotcha.
I haven't seen anything, so I told Chrissy, I sent her this, and said, let us know if you hear anything, so. The planning director said she saw an item on our agenda, so apparently she saw it.
Right, she found it.
Okay, and said, I noticed an agenda item about the witch stone and wondered if you need any of the documents related to the protection of that parcel during the planning board's Fieldstone Way property, which is not a real sentence. Let me know. I think there is a lot of planning board digital files, plans and deeds, if I can help with anything. I also was curious how the Lower Green project is going and if they're planning to bring a bylaw to the ATM in 2026. But I know that isn't a direct historical commission project, so she's gonna reach out to you or
Okay,
others.
is that Christine?
Kristen. Yeah.
Kristen?
Yeah, so,
Okay, that's good. Well, we have to submit to her, to the planning.
Get it on
committee
the,
when we
Yeah.
get
get
it
it on the
back and
warrant.
everything's ready.
Yeah.
so I said we'd be, glad to send, she can,
And as far as the,
forward any information they have to us.
as far as the Father Stone's concerned, I mean, we have, I think we already have the deed.
All the documents, I don't know why we'd need any more, right?
Yeah,
Well, because they had to
because
pull.
we have a plot plan and we have all that stuff.
Yeah, they had to pull everything for the whole area when they went to let them make that
The whole neighborhood.
thing,
Um,
plant.
Make the
So she
development.
doesn't,
I don't
she
know
doesn't have
why-
historic data.
I mean,
She's got
it's not like
stuff
we're doing
on-
anything
on-
other than just moving it
the
back.
setup
So I don't
you've
know
got
why
now.
we even
Okay.
need
We
it,
just want to
really.
make sure that where we're putting it is, it's okay and there aren't any clearance issues or, you know,
Yeah. I mean, I would think if we own that 10 square feet,
Yeah.
then we move
Yeah.
back 5 feet.
it's way more than 10 square feet.
Yeah, whatever it is.
It's like 16 by 22 or something.
Is it really
Yeah,
that big?
Yeah.
I haven't been out to it.
Oh, I drive by it all the time, but I just more look at the stone. I'm
Yeah.
not like paying attention to the
That-
square, you know? I'm like,
When was the last time you were out there?
I drive by it on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday
Yeah.
because that's my route to get to my son's football practice.
Because I was out there the week before last and it's still.
Yeah, nothing's
hadn't moved.
changed.
When
Yeah.
is it, up by that field?
No, it's like right here.
No, it's
before
like
you
right on
get
the
into
curb
the
of a road.
development.
Coleman Road, right where that new development is in Fieldstone
Yeah.
Drive.
You turn the corner.
I'm surprised it hasn't been swiped by a plow over the years, to be honest.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
just
I
me.
know.
Well, it's been moved several times now.
Well, that's,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we can cover that now. I reached out to James, I haven't heard anything back from him
About it?
about moving the stone or the other stone, which is supposed to go into the wall in Central Street.
Right, right. Well, they've been
So,
busy
I haven't
plowing
heard anything
or
about that.
paving things.
I know, they,
Yeah,
yeah,
they did the whole library parking lot.
yeah, well, they did on,
Most of Byfield.
yeah, they did Main Street and part of Central Street.
My son, we were driving home one day when that first happened. He's like, "Oh, we look like a proper town now." I was like, "What?"
I see the dig safe marks in front of Triton already.
Oh, really?
They're gonna
Brand
do
new
Elm
pavement,
Street.
they're gonna dig it back up again.
I hate when they do that. I
Just finished
hate
paving it, now there's dig safe marks on the middle of the road.
The biggest waste of time and money.
All right, do you have any more correspondence, boss?
Yes, yes. I got an email from Michelle, I believe it is, Denner. She's with the River Valley Charter Organization, and they're inquiring about visiting the Lower Green Schoolhouse. Is it possible to schedule a field trip? Thank you. So,
Is that going to be for
How many
the
people?
spring? Because field trips are usually
okay,
in
so
the spring.
any question you're gonna ask me, I have no answer.
Right, right.
No, seriously, because I sent them to her, but I haven't heard back.
Okay.
I said we'd need to know when, we'd need to know how many children,
Okay.
and we closed the schoolhouse at Columbus Day weekend, so, you know, I haven't heard anything back. This is from
Most schools do
September
field
7th.
trips at the end of the year.
Yeah, so maybe
So it
that's
should
why,
be, you know, if she's planning now for the
because
spring.
I didn't say absolutely not, which I
Yeah.
would never do, because if they want to have
But like
kids
we
down
could,
there, let the kids
if we
come
had
down
to
there.
open early because they wanted to have it in like, you know,
Yeah, we'll
early, we could.
accommodate if we can,
Yeah.
but, you know, we're not gonna open it up in April.
It
It's
wouldn't be
gonna
much fun going to it when everything's got
snow on
cloth
it.
over it, well,
Well,
cloth
everything's all,
over it,
yeah,
books,
packed
books are all
up
put
and-
away.
Yeah.
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 I mean, we can
So we shut it
open,
down.
do our opening a
That's what
couple
I'm
of
saying.
weeks
If
early
we
or
had
something
to.
if we have to
Yeah.
let the kids in, that's fine, and make sure Lon can get us situated with our very important Jiffy John, so.
Yeah, I guess
But-
we would need
Is
the
it
potty in
a
case.
private or municipal school?
I think it's
a
private.
charter?
I had a friend that had a kid go there, and I want to say it was private.
It's rivervalleycharter.org.
It's right at the end of Graph, and was that right there at the end? You pass all the industrial park,
Mhm.
and then there's like those fields, the school fields and stuff right
Yep,
there.
Low
It's
Street.
right on Low. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's right on the corner of Graph and Low, like right
Really?
there. Yeah, I drive by it every day.
that was
This
a
one
daycare.
is?
River Valley.
Yeah, I didn't know that, okay. I've been through there a million times, didn't notice it either. Okay.
I thought that was just a
So
daycare center.
I replied and let her know, you
Low.
know, to give us more information, but I haven't heard back from
Ferryway.
her, so maybe she was just trying to
Where's-
get tentative
Where's Graph?
info to start with.
Wall Street. What am I doing?
Probably.
We'll just find Route 1 and backtrack down Low Street.
Yeah.
We never did give a
Graph
presentation.
Road. So I guess it's not
to
right
the
there,
planning
because
board.
your Bright Horizons, you're right. That's but it's right here.
Oh, okay.
It's,
All right.
it's
Oh,
like
I'm
it's
sorry,
right
Lower
here.
Green
Yep.
Local Historic District.
Sort of kitty
Oh.
corner.
Yeah.
We gave it to the select board, but not to.
Don't be throwing more information at me in the middle of the subject
Sorry.
here, you're gonna confuse me, and you know how easy
Well,
that is.
the name was on the thing. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
The name is on the thing, oh, this thing? I already said that. Okay. 110 Hay. What's the rest of my emails?
I always have to look at the houses.
Well, there was the funniest thing at 110 Hay, because I got the email. I went in, Chrissy was there, because I went in to check. Chrissy gave me the info,
Okay.
and one of the guys from the contractor came in to give her a check for something, and I'm like, okay, so I think I'll just drive by, I'm already up here. And, yeah, you would have thought I came with a gun. They were all having a nervous breakdown. People coming out of the barn, they were coming out of the house, and it, like, you know, well, we have a permit, and I'm like, holy
Relax.
moly.
Relax.
I said, I was just coming from, and I figured I would stop on the way by and see what's going on, because the house is an 1800s house,
Right.
and,
You can
But-
tell it's been remodeled
Oh, yeah,
quite a bit.
if you, I would,
It's
I would
been
buy
remodeled a
it,
bit, and
and
it's
you can
being
tell that so
more
much is,
remodeled.
yeah, so much has been done to that house, that the house doesn't really, in my mind, qualify as a historic property anymore.
It does, I mean,
And
you
even
can
if
see
it
the
did,
remnants of it.
even if
Yeah.
it did, I think, in the absence of a historical event or association with a historical person,
Right.
it doesn't meet the 1830 threshold. Now, the barn, I have no idea how old the barn is. You can't
Yeah.
really see the barn well from the street.
No.
Well, you can't see it well at all right now, because it's covered with Tyvek.
Ah,
Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, they're remodeling, they're recovering and
I mean,
repairing.
it looks like it's been remodeled a bunch. It doesn't look
Yeah.
old
It's-
anymore. It looks like a new barn.
It was
So
just.
that's the house.
It needed
No.
a new
Is that the barn?
outside.
That's the
'cause
barn.
it was-
That's the
it was-
house.
okay.
It
Yeah.
was falling.
And-
Which also has like all this
you know,
very
I s-
modern
I
said
that
stuff
to them,
everywhere.
you
And
know.
then that looks like it's been
You got-
completely
I was
redone.
just going to look, because I was driving by on the way home from this thing. You would have thought I came with a rifle. It was
Yeah.
hysterical.
I don't think, I don't think we can contribute anything here in terms of this project. What's been done to the property has already been done.
Right.
Are we back at 110 high?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
they've,
110.
sorry, Dave.
Hey.
they've already got their permit, so
Yeah.
it's,
Passed
the
us.
force has already passed us.
But they're
So-
they're adding on to the side of the barn.
Yeah, an auxiliary space or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
except that's not what
That's
it's gonna
fine.
be.
That's-
So that's like right by
Gonna
where
be
they're gonna be
garage?
digging out that water,
Gonna be a 7-Eleven?
situation. Yeah. But that, you know what I mean? Like that's right in front of where they're gonna dig out
Yep.
all of that
Oh,
stuff out of the water.
with the old dam?
Yeah.
So it was actually kind of, I mean, I was like, God, I should have put my, you know, I had my card in my pocket and I didn't, but you would have thought I had a rifle. It was, in its
Hilarious.
way, it was very amusing, like, I'm just driving by and checking things out, because I just came from talking to Chrissy. I said, in fact, one of your guys was right next to me and to check for the next thing that you're gonna do, so it was very kind of fun. I didn't know I had that much power.
I love it.
Awesome.
Send me somewhere. I'll go check out some
It was
houses.
too funny, I don't know. But- Okay, so I
I'll make a
think
badge.
let's see, did I get through all the bodies here? Charter school, yep. One Little's Lane, yep, IT, the permit lane.
Scott.
Oh, that's the 110. He's on, that's the guy that was paying the money.
Okay.
And I think that's all we have for.
Cool.
And then I have all the emails I sent, the reply to the lady at the school, the reply to the lady about One Little's Lane, and the questions I sent to James. So, and we've already covered the schoolhouse, the library update,
Mhm.
right? So, the
Already
next,
covered the Witch's Stone,
Mhm.
covered the Witch's Stone.
covered the bird holes, but you're gonna talk the doors.
Oh,
Yes.
while I'm there, why don't I tell them about the painting, why don't I tell them about the bird holes?
Yeah.
Or have we already?
No.
Well, I sent him.
Reiterate it
I
if we
sent
haven't.
him,
Yeah.
but
Just
a little reminder, I know
woodpecker
they're busy,
holes
but he
or like
always
little
gets back
birds
to
getting
me.
in.
I think it's either woodpecker holes or carpenter bees.
Okay.
It's
And you
just-
know I found carpenter bees in the steps.
Yeah, that I wouldn't doubt at all then. Woodpeckers are the worst because you can't.
Well, the thing is,
Do
the
they
carpenter
do
bee
any-
makes a hole like that big, and then the woodpecker trying to get the carpenter bee makes a hole about that big.
Yeah.
People came the other day to to visit the schoolhouse, and I forget where they told me they were from, but they weren't from like right here.
Mhm.
And they were talking about Chris, and I said, yeah, because I said, in fact, we have a memorial right outside the doorway here, and they were like, oh my God, they were like, oh yeah, he was we had greatest, he knew so many things. That
That's
was
nice.
yeah, it was really funny, because I'm glad we had that out there,
Mhm.
so we could show it, but, yeah, they're like, I don't know, holes.
Let me see.
See the black?
Yeah. So like just exactly.
It's in the, it's
Not
in the-
that's not so much a woodpecker hole. That's
No.
just like a random hole. That needs to be epoxied at least.
No, they keep doing this every year. So it's the same things, over and over
It'll end
again.
up being like bats and things that go in there.
See, and then
Squirrels.
this
I
is
had
the
a flying
one,
squirrel at my
Did you?
house.
this is
Did you know
over
we
like
have
the
flying
back,
squirrels?
right near
Yeah,
the
the
back
little-
door.
I was making burgers and one jumped from the
It's a
tree
big-
onto my
good size
house.
hole,
And then it
thank
started
you.
like squirring around, and
Oh,
I was like, what the
that's
hell is
it.
that? And my
It's
dog
this
went
thing.
crazy, and it
'Cause he
ran
has
up
that
the
big tree that's
screen,
right near
and I
the corner
looked
of
at
the
it, and you could
schoolhouse.
see it, it had
Yeah.
like the webbed
Yeah, cool.
things, and I was like, who
I
is?
didn't know we had
Well,
those.
you know,
I
you
had to look
guys
it up, and
never
we do.
look at them outside of the
I walk
schoolhouse.
around like this.
Really, do you? Yeah, looking at the sky, not the roof.
Okay, okay.
right.
Silly, silly
All
you.
right,
So, let's see, this is the,
It's a door.
Yeah,
This is the
that's
door.
really needs to be fixed, agreed.
this little vestibule is the one that goes up to the attic stairs.
yep,
So, I'm thinking, it's fair, an awful lot of light coming through there.
Yeah.
When there's gonna be little
Cracks
risky
in the
animals.
raised panels are not easy to fix.
You can get black,
I've
or
put stuff
there's
in
epoxy now that I've been using on my house that you could squirt in there, and it would make that hard as a rock and would never come out, and it would
Would you
fill
take
it.
take a picture of the
Of the
tube?
product?
Of the product,
You'd
and I'll
prob-
get some.
Yeah, well, it's probably like, I have the,
'Cause I've
I have the
repaired 'em.
special
And
gun
this is
to
the
do
other
it,
door.
because it's like a $400
you
package
did
to
the
start,
work
and then
on
you
it all,
buy
I don't
$80
think, except to
tubes
fix
to
the
put in
lock.
there.
you could
I-
do JB Weld to do the same
So-
thing.
Well,
Well, I don't
I've
know.
used,
This is the
I've
perfect
used caulk
stuff, though.
before, and
And I know that.
No,
that
you want the
wood
epoxy.
It
changes
needs-
shape.
Every day the sun comes up, that wood moves.
Yeah.
So a
Yeah.
hard epoxy, in my opinion, is not the best.
Yeah.
There's no good fix. Everything's gonna fall out within 5 years. I think paintable silicone, put a backup board, caulk it, and.
So it's a little more flexible, and yeah, so it just goes.
Every day every day it gets warm, it gets dry, it gets wet, it gets cold, that door's always moving, and they're never gonna be able to do anything more. You try your epoxy and try silicone, and we'll see what works the
I had
best.
some kind of caulk, I don't know, it was gray. I put that in there. What
But
I was trying to
this
do, I
is
was
just
careful with it, because I
because
didn't want it to show
this one
from the
down here.
inside.
Yeah.
That's
So
like
I
it's-
kind of built it
that's
up,
the-
but
the
it
threshold.
didn't make it squirt out
Oh,
into
the
the
gap down
building.
the side there.
That's probably
I mean,
5,
this
6
is
years
the-
ago, and it's gone by now.
Well, that means you gotta weather
But
strip
this
the
thing right there
outside.
is gonna need a little help.
Which one are you looking at?
This is
Yeah.
the cabinet.
Oh, no, I know where we are.
Yeah, no, but so this over here is
Yeah,
the
this
attic.
is what I've
Yeah,
patched
well, I'm
in the
looking at
past.
this right here
Yeah.
too. 'cause-
That I didn't touch.
You're gonna
You
need
know.
a sweep or something to
Yeah,
fill that gap in the
these are
bottom.
easy, I mean, those are easy.
Sweep on the bottom, and the door gasket on the sides.
So, those are my pictures.
It's
if
the crack
anybody-
in the panel.
You know what it is, you're sitting there, and there's nobody in there, and the doors are closed, and the sunlight was coming in, and I'm like, oh my God, these doors, I didn't realize how bad they were.
They have a flexible marine epoxy. I'm just saying, you
Yeah.
might wanna learn about this stuff too.
Well, what you just said is the same thing that John told
that
us
the
when we tried
flexible
on
one?
the windows.
Google it.
He said,
Is
anything
that
you put on
flexible?
wood,
They got
If it's
multiple
not
on the
wood,
website, so
Oh.
it's not
Google
gonna change
this,
shape at the same
and then
rate.
look at the whole website.
Well, that's,
Okay, flex. I'm
the
gonna
way
just
it
put
is,
marine
so-
epoxy.
We should probably, in next year, probably look at doing something with the main entry door also.
You
It looks just
really
like that
gotta,
one.
you gotta take it off, lay it on sawhorses, you gotta back it up,
Scrape
Yeah.
it big
and
time.
do it early in the morning, late in the day, put it back on
This
the
is that
hinges and
one.
hang it.
Yeah,
This is the entrance door.
And I'd rather have us do it instead of the DPW.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are bigger than last time I fixed them.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
So they're.
the only, I mean,
they're growing.
unless we can somehow find 1877 doors.
Well,
In a
actually, the
never
guy who did the windows,
reclamation yard
the
somewhere.
guy who did the
that's
windows looked
same.
at those doors, he said, I can make you exact replicas of these doors.
Oh,
So he didn't say anything about
I'd rather
price.
try to fix
I'd
it
rather
before we
fix
do that.
the original door.
I'd rather have them look a
But-
little crappy and we fix them and they're still the ones that were
Yeah,
there,
Yeah.
I agree.
personally,
Just
but.
throwing it out there.
No, if
No,
we-
I
if we
hear
had
ya,
to
yeah.
and somebody
Yeah,
smashed
the
our door.
fascia or something on the roof, but, And a couple of people commented on how lovely our roof looked.
Oh, somebody
too.
came in on Saturday
too.
specifically to tell me what a great job we did on the roof and the windows.
Good.
And so glad you're paying attention to this, she said.
We had 3 people after you left, that was
Really?
it.
I had one,
Yeah,
besides the woman who came just to tell us what a great job we did.
it's
I
very
had
quiet.
quite a number of people.
Did
Someday
you?
I gotta sort out what the name of the shingle, I've got the samples in my attic, they gotta sort out the name of the shingle company,
Yeah.
so when somebody asks, we know.
Yeah, we should have that written down
James,
somewhere.
James has it, I'm
I was
sure.
gonna say,
Yeah.
Dave should have it, right?
He paid for it.
Yeah, someone, actually, the one person that asked me about it said that was looking for doing that.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are
Did
saying.
you warn them and it's not cheap?
Oh, it was 35, wasn't it? There was
Yeah.
like-
68, I thought.
No, I thought it was, wow, I thought
Well, I
it was,
told them 50, so
Yeah.
we're
I thought it
all
was-
going in the same
Because
It was
direction.
we
much
we
higher.
budgeted 100, and I think we spent 68.
yeah.
Oh, well, you have budgeted 100 because you weren't sure.
Well, it's
about
also a
the beams.
municipal job, though.
Yeah,
So the building materials are not that, they're more than regular shingles, but it was the municipal part of it that made it the
They
biggest
jumped it up?
price.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought it was mostly,
Well, and
Products.
then they put a cover over, you know, the shingles were there, and they put a new roof on, and then put these on the new roof,
Yeah.
too.
so the
But
shingles
if you're
replaced
inside,
also?
the shingles are still there.
No, they went right over.
Oh,
They-
really?
They put it
Okay.
right on top, not, you know, not, the wooden shingles are
Yeah.
on the inside.
Oh, okay.
They ripped off the other stuff on top of that, I think.
okay,
I wasn't there.
yeah.
I don't know, you're the closest one there, kiddo.
I thought I remember them tearing the shingles off, because I remember, yeah, they did, because I remember going up and down on these ropes. They had somebody on the bottom that was hoisting stuff up, and anyway, there was a whole, there were like 7 of them there doing that.
Okay, next.
Wives, kids, everybody. Big party. Luckily, ice wasn't around.
Okay, so we have Heritage, one more weekend. I personally think they have a heck of a nerve to put that thing out there and not ask us if we're okay with opening at 10.
Yeah.
That just could be me. And not only that, but the signs that they give us say today.
Yeah, so we're gonna take them down. You can't put them up.
Well, I'm gonna
I put them up Saturday.
put a
You put 'em
little,
up.
put a little stick-on thing for them for next
For
year.
next year, please keep us at hours at this.
No,
this.
that just says 10 to
Oh,
1
I
instead of
getcha.
today, so they can stay out there, because it's, to me, it's ridiculous. You have to keep
I had a lot of
putting them
people
in and
come
out.
though, probably because of
Yeah.
that. I was there in the afternoon.
Good.
So
They
hang
took
on.
plenty of paper documents and all the stuff.
Oh,
I had
yeah.
someone take
And-
things
And we
every
got, I got a
time,
lot of
yeah.
$5 bills thrown in there when I was there.
Good, good.
All right, so we have the days that are left.
You and I have Sunday again, or?
Yeah, we have Sunday.
Yep, I have the afternoon on Saturday. Is anybody in the morning, technically?
Can I see when my grandson's football game is? And I'll let you know.
Oh, you're gonna let me know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
sure.
we're looking for somebody for this Saturday morning?
Saturday morning again.
I'll take that. So,
'Cause-
you want me to do 10 to 1 and then?
Yeah, can you, because I've already scheduled the haircuts for my kids, and I don't
Yeah.
want to reschedule those.
Okay, so Rich is gonna do the AM
Yeah.
on Saturday. Lon, you'll let me
I'll
know.
let you know as soon as I
Okay,
find
because
out.
I did the early one. I don't mind, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, me either.
Okay,
Except
so
for
just
if there's
For
a
on
game.
Sunday, you mean?
Yeah, and then we still have the weekend after that,
Right, 27th and 28th.
yeah, but that hasn't, that's just normal us.
That's not technically Trails and Sales anymore?
No, it was 2 weeks, so.
Okay, well, I have it on my calendar that it is, that's why I'm just making sure. That'd be our
Yeah.
luck. I have the book in my
You have the book in-
car, I think. Can I go
No,
run it out?
okay, no, I'm still, I can't do 10 to 1. I just got something thrown in here.
Let's see.
Okay, can you
No,
do
I
Sunday?
can't do Saturday, let me see what Sunday looks like. I'm available Sunday.
Okay, so you work with Lon on Sunday, and I'll work with Rebecca on
I
Saturday.
can't do Saturday because I'm going to a bourbon tasting.
Oh, I wish
I
I was
wanna
going to
go there
bourbon tasting, I'm
afterwards.
Well,
going to
you
a
could have it at
funeral.
the schoolhouse, we wouldn't have a problem.
So, Lon,
You
you want me
guys-
to take early? I'll
Well,
do.
I gotta find out when my grandson's game is.
Oh, okay.
He plays football.
Oh, yeah, I can't
Alright.
do Sundays because of football for me.
I'll send the text right
Alright.
now while we're
Okay,
here.
so
I'm available for Sunday.
I'll do
I'm
the
not available
morning,
Saturday.
and you can have the afternoon section
On Saturday?
on Saturday.
Okay.
And he's gonna work with Rich,
On-
and
on
Lon are gonna
Sunday.
work for the Sunday. And then
Okay.
as far as I know, that's all we've got
Right, that's what, I just looked.
for
It
the
runs,
trails and sales thing.
yeah, okay.
And then we still have, so just when you go in, look at the calendar and see if it's empty. How's that? Because,
Yes, definitely runs until the 28th.
'cause
These
I
jerks.
don't need to be
16
on
days of events.
mommies. Okay, so if
All right, just send it, I'll find out, maybe while we're here.
Yep.
Because I don't know about Eva at all, because her husband just had surgery again.
Oh.
They replaced his entire replacement on his knee.
Oh,
Ooh.
God.
And of course, she
Replace-
doesn't drive, so that makes it kind of a problem,
Yeah.
so.
Poor thing. We can always pick her up if she needs a ride.
I know, I've done that a couple times. The problem is that she's all the way up on the top of the world there. and
Yeah,
it's a
no, I
skinny
know.
little road.
I'm,
But
yeah.
she came down to like where the Low Street
Yep.
swings, and I picked her up and dropped her off there, but I don't know why
She's given me plans so many times, I'm not afraid of driving
Yeah.
off-road in her yard for a little bit.
Yeah, so that, we just go with what we got. So we're good. We'll just double check when we go in this weekend and make sure
Yep.
the last few days are covered.
Yeah, because then
So,
after
yeah, right on
that,
the end of
it's
the end of the
almost,
thing,
yeah,
thank God.
it's one more weekend, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I like doing it, but then by the time the year starts closing, it's kind of like, and it's much better when there's hordes of humans.
No, I know, it gets exhausting when you're sitting there the whole time.
I know, it's, the day is deadly long. So,
I bring my guitar.
I know, I heard.
It's great.
Jamming out.
Somebody said, oh, there was a guy here before that had a guitar. I went, oh yeah, he lives across the street. We let him come in all the time.
But this is also Salem time. There's gonna be a lot of tourists here. They're reporting now that this is gonna be bigger than it's ever been before.
Salem.
It's
So-
always, it's bigger every year. It
It's
gets,
getting
it mob,
bigger,
it's like,
it is bigger.
Halloween.
It's
yeah,
already,
the whole, it's already, can't
it's
drive
already
near it.
There's
started.
already people there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ann was supposed to be gardening at the Ropes Mansion, and she just canceled. She said, I'm not dealing with it.
No, it's so crazy.
All right, so I think that's every inch of everything.
All right. Are we on to-
Okay, do we adjourn and then do show and tell? Is
I
that
think
what
so,
we're gonna do now?
Yep.
Okay, we need a motion to adjourn.
I move that we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
What is it, 7:55?
Yep, so you can turn the,
Well, doesn't we want to cut,
Yep, I'm gonna leave that on.
record
Oh,
it
you're
just
gonna
for a
leave that
little
on?
extra
Okay.
bits?
Okay, so I'm gonna read The Night Before Christmas to everybody.
oh,
So this is from the Transportation Bulletin. What is the print date on this? 1963. Talking about the
Yeah, Debbie was assassinated.
street trolley that started in Georgetown. It was called the Georgetown Raleigh Ipswich Street Railway. And the connection, where does it start here? Okay, so continuing, Georgetown terminus of the Haverhill-Georgetown-Danvers line extended northerly through North Street to the Byfield Town line. Continuing along Main Street, Byfield, it was to pass the Byfield Depot. So picture coming out of Georgetown
Yeah.
towards the Byfield Post Office. It crosses the Newburyport Railroad, which is the power line trail now.
yeah, yeah.
And then it would take a right at the post office and continuing to pass the Byfield Depot, which is the intersection there, crossing the Newburyport Railroad, so the tracks literally crossed each other, and then run easterly along Central Street and Elm Street to Middle Street. So that gets us all the way, so from what I've been told, it came down Central Street, and when it got to the Central Street, it was on the south side of the road as it came down Central Street. When it got to the Central Street Dam, it crossed the road and went closer to the mill building, and then paralleled Central Street, and of course now we know the stone wall at the sports field has been moved back, I think 10 or 15 feet from the road. It used to be right on the edge of the road. So that leads me to believe that maybe the trolley tracks went behind the stone wall, but in
Like
that
through
general...
Manor Field, basically?
Yes, the edge of Manta, so it was on the edge of Manta Field.
No kidding.
It says it went to Central Street to Elm Street, but I don't know if it went down what then didn't exist was School Street. But it says it went Central to Mill, and then, Central to Mill, Central to Elm,
Yeah.
and then went down to Governor Dummer to Middle Road. Now this,
No kidding.
So it comes to Governor Dummer Academy, then known simply as Dummer Academy, in what was known then as South Byfield, because they had the South Byfield Post Office. It was on Elm Street at, what's the 55 and up, Caldwell Farm.
Caldwell
Yeah,
Farm, yeah.
So the South Byfield Post Office that was there because of the academy is how Byfield got their own zip code. Because of Governors.
Yeah,
That makes sense
So,
then.
yeah, so it got down as far as Governors. Now, Governors intersection has changed. They changed it, I think, in the 50s or 60s. So it probably went behind the schoolhouse.
Did it go like straight through here? Because like you can kind of see the old road goes straight from Elm. Oops, moved my phone.
So it's so the walking path
Yeah.
now, but it goes behind the schoolhouse, and then into the common, and then it split, so it went half, it connected, so this is always a bone of contention that Eva and I have been talking about. It was called Middle Street then, continued across Elm, headed towards Rowley, which is now, what's that court where dormitory E and F are there, or A and B? So it didn't go down Route 1.
Okay.
It went over the hill and came down to Glen Mill in Rowley.
Isn't that where the mill is?
Yes.
Yeah.
What
The
was
old
it called? The Jewel Mill.
Yeah, the Jewel Mill.
That's Glen
The
Mill.
one that's still there.
Ooh,
So-
I knew something.
It's still there, yeah.
That's the one that's still there.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's not far from the Father's Stone. It's like all right there.
Oh,
So,
really? Okay.
Yeah.
so Glen Mill was on the other side, and so it also went north from the academy. The Ipswich line was extended southerly along Middle Street, which now we call Middle Road, to the present Newburyport Turnpike. So what we call it crossed the Newburyport Turnpike.
so Newburyport
at
Turnpike is
Glen.
Route 1.
Route one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Glen Mills. So at Glen Mills, it crossed and headed into Rowley down Central Street. Different routed, granted, instead of leaving Middle Street so then it went north from Governors on Middle Road, and at Highfield, the tracks were to continue northeasterly along Middle Street. This is connecting to Newburyport. So at some point, so it crosses the B&M Railroad on a private right-of-way with its trestles. If you take the train into Boston, you'll see two big stone pillars as you're headed south out of Newburyport. That was the elevated, the street railway's way of crossing the B&M tracks just
kidding.
south.
Wow,
We need pictures of that.
that must have been a ramp, huh?
So,
Getting up to that.
Can you imagine?
yeah, they
It
did
must have been so rickety.
They did, so going through Georgetown, you can.
Was this electric?
This was electric. The powerhouse was on Forest Street in
so.
Byfield,
Yeah.
which is now the substation for National Grid.
Yeah.
The,
Did you ever walk down there?
Forest Street.
It's all fenced off, but it's like right along the train line.
What years did that
The old
run?
train line.
it was it was started to be engineered in the late 1800s. It was building it in 1899.
I wish we still had a car somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, there's still pieces of the railroad ties and a chunk of railroad tracks sitting at the dam behind the guardrail.
Really?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then when was it torn out? Was it
So
still there in
it did not
63?
last long because of the invention of the Model T.
Oh,
So it
cars.
lasted about 15 years.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, talked about Newburyport News, 1899 Georgetown line, so on and so on. 5-cent fare.
It would have been so cool to, just have one of those as like a.
So I'll show the picture later. This is the picture from the B&M line showing the elevated
trestle.
Look
Yeah.
at that, 'cause
trestles.
it had to have quite a ramp, because those things
Yeah.
don't go up steep grades.
That's awesome.
So,
Wow.
and so this is about Fatherland Farm. Rather than have trees cut down, the owners of Fatherland Farm, part in which abutted Central Street, donated a strip of land to the railway, establishing the company to construct a short stretch of private right-of-way, eliminating the curve altogether. Byfield was chosen at the site for both the car house and the power station for Georgetown Raleigh Ipswich Street Railway Company land to be purchased. So the car barn was on the Byfield Georgetown line.
There's lots of debate about where it was, because some people say it was on Tony's property, some people say it was further down towards, does it have any description there?
Okay. Company land being purchased on the east side of Main Street at Peabody's Corner, a short distance north of the Georgetown boundary,
Right,
for the former building.
Brownfield?
I don't know.
Okay, so.
What did you say it
the-
was? Peabody's Corner?
Yeah, so the company land being purchased on the east side of Main Street at Peabody's Corner, comma, a short distance north of Georgetown's boundary for the former building. The latter building, because the
my
first
son's house is the
one burned
boundary.
down,
Right.
and then the second one burned down. The latter was located off of Forest Street near the Newburyport Railroad tracks for convenience in the delivery of coal.
I feel like
So
they
the-
would say something about the mills if it was near the mills.
Yeah.
And they don't. So that's why I don't think it was Tony's property. And then somebody else mentioned they thought, I remember reading this a while back on a Facebook post, that possibly where the old greenhouses were, that
Yeah,
it's not,
yeah, yeah.
you know, that area might have been there. 'Cause that's all right there. But other
Okay.
than that, I've never been able to figure out where it was.
More to the story.
Okay.
This is the accidents. So
Okay.
twice in here. November 2nd, this is the building of the elevated railway. A serious accident occurred in Byfield yesterday afternoon in which a sister of Mrs. Wesley Tarbox was the victim, period. A gang, this is the track lane gang employee of this GRC&I road was engaged in blasting a stump on a large elm tree with dynamite. When the charge was set off, a piece of tree about 3 feet long, 6 inches thick, crashed through the window of her house, and Mrs. Tarbox was sitting with her baby, the Tarbox and her sister. The latter was struck in the face with sustained severe fracture of the nose, and she was rendered unconscious by the blow.
Ouch.
The Tarbox and her child was slightly cut by the broken glass. Some of the furniture was broken. Mrs. Tarbox's condition was quite serious, but the attending physician says she will recover.
Goodness.
Tragedy struck the railroad, the Georgetown Raleigh Ipswich Street Railway, the following day when an Italian laborer, these were all brought in to build the railroad, whose name was not reported, found hanging by his neck from a tree in the woods near Governor Academy. I knew this would get everybody's attention. The newspaper reports the man had come to the United States a few months earlier, and despondent over his small pay he was receiving from the railroad, so on and so on. But that was the excitement of
Interesting.
building the Byfield Street Railway.
Hot dog, huh?
So I'm to understand, and this, it also at one point stretched to Plum Island, and it
Right.
went to Newburyport. So it connected connected the hotels out there.
But this isn't the same one that went down High Road, down to the pavilion, right?
The one
No, I
that
think
went
it
by
is.
my house, there was one that
Yeah,
came
there was
and
one
stopped at
right
the
down High
pavilion
Road,
at
right
the-
next
at
to the
river.
school.
So did it go, it has to be the same one.
Yeah.
Because it's kept teeing, they just must have kept teeing it off.
Yeah.
But it says it went up middle to Newburyport
We need to like make a map of like the old.
towards the
Yeah.
Rotary
lines.
Circle. There's quite a bit of information here to go through it. And yeah, and Jack did a post about this.
That's
earlier
probably
this
where
year.
my original confusion about where the house was.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was, one of them ran into a snowdrift or something like this and was stuck for months
Ah.
one winter, down about halfway up, down near, Tender Crop, somewhere in that area.
Because when you came up not High, onto High,
Yeah,
that's where the other school was.
right, there's district school too.
Yeah.
It was across the street, so it's on the east side,
Yeah.
a high road.
I've got a picture of that one.
But even
Can't
in
remember
our
where I got it.
happy little schoolhouse brochure, it says, hardship of travel, they reopened it. Students came from the Lower Green was temporarily reopened, renovation, what was it, there was a thing in here that says something about the, taking the trolley.
In the winter?
No, I think, because
Or
they.
tra-
There was a school near a trolley
Yeah.
line. I remember that, I think that was the one over on Hay. But I've got a picture of that,
Yeah.
that school with some kids out in front of it.
Oh,
Cool.
good.
Right.
It's
All
the
right.
same design as
What's
ours.
that?
Right.
The thing we think history spun, seeing how we're part of history here.
Oh, and then I've
Got
been
another postcard?
checking stuff, I got a postcard too. It's the Garrison something or other. I
Garrison
wasn't
Inn,
familiar, I don't remember the building.
the Garrison Inn?
No, it just said the Garrison
Old Garrison.
building.
Building. Yeah.
What's it say in
Is
the
that
back?
is that the one at the end of Little's Lane? Manufacturing, that's who printed it.
Oh, yeah, no, I think
Do you
that's
recognize
Spencer Pierce Little Farm.
That's Spencer Pierce Little
Well, that's
Farm.
what it looked like to
Yeah.
me.
Because it's
Yeah.
got the little thing here where, it's got the
I've
little,
just never seen it in that
little
good a
niche
shape.
for
Right,
the
right, because
statue or
you're
whatever.
used to not with all the greenery on
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah,
Looks not, yeah.
yeah, I think that's
So
what it
did
is.
Garrison own that then once, or?
There
call
was,
it the
there were like
Garrison
8
building.
families on that. I just did the tour this year for the first time, actually. And if it wasn't for like 2.5 tons of steel, that building would have fallen down many years ago.
Really, has that much
It's
steel in it?
Oh,
called the
yeah.
Old Garrison, but then it says built in
Oh, was that built in?
16, is that 86?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the Spencer Pierce Little Farm, the farmhouse.
His game is at 10, so afternoon for me.
So afternoon for you, so I'll do 10 to 1.
Okay.
Would that work? All right.
Did you?
That, I gave that to Lon.
Sunday.
Lon, you're supposed to be scanning that.
Oh, you gave that to me.
That's from
You
me.
just
I
gave
thought
it
this
back?
came in the package with my other stuff.
All right, are we good?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Okay, shut her down.